Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. With news, we're getting updates on China's place in the world economy. But first, today's dairy auction was a bit of a non-event, with overall prices marginally lower at minus 0.6% in US dollar terms and plus 0.2% in New Zealand dollar terms. But there'll be some relief because the derivatives market had suggested whole milk powder prices would be down 3.6%, but that didn't happen. In the end, whole milk powder prices were down just 0.4%. The only surprise was on the upside, with skim milk powder prices rising more strongly than expected, up a remarkable 12% in US dollar terms. Volumes offered were a low 19,292 tonnes, the lowest since early 2013. It seems unlikely today's event will change any payout forecasts. New orders for American durable goods recorded their largest decline in 6 months in January, and business equipment spending appeared to be slowing after a strong growth in 2017. Eyes are now turning to the next US non-farm payrolls report this weekend, and before that the ADP precursor report. Globally, inflation was broadly unchanged in January according to the data from the OECD. The January rate was 2.2% overall, a slip from 2.3% in December because prices in a couple of majors slipped. Annual inflation decreased in Canada and Germany, was stable in the US and the UK and Italy, and picked up markedly in Japan. It was more moderate in France. And staying with the global theme, the size of the Chinese economy is poised to overtake that of the EU's Eurozone economy, probably this month. China's growth is running at triple that of the Eurozone, so the shift will grow fast. China will have a $13.2 trillion economy in 2018, while the Eurozone's will add up to $12.8 trillion. The US's economy expected to record a $19.6 trillion size in 2018. That makes China 20% of the world's economy and the US 30%. And some new data in, we now know that the Chinese shadow lenders account for about 15% of the world's riskier non-bank lending. Chinese companies accounted for $7 trillion of the $45.2 trillion in global shadow banking assets tied to the supply of credit that could pose systemic risks. That's according to a new report, which for the first time includes data from China and Luxembourg. In New York, the US Treasury 10-year yield is unchanged at 2.89%. The gold price has jumped today, up $16 and now at $1,335 an ounce. But the World Gold Council is reporting that EFTs are selling down their holdings of the yellow metal. Oil prices are unchanged today, with the US benchmark still just over $62.50 a barrel, while the Brent benchmark is just over $65.50 a barrel. There are other big changes in the oil markets, however. The Kiwi dollar will start today quite a lot higher at 73 US cents. On the cross rates, we're a little higher too, at 93.4 Aussie cents and 58.8 Euro cents. That puts the TWI at 73.9 and well back in its 2018 range. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.